Hey everyone, welcome to Bay State Golf. I'm Sean Melia. I'm trying to play every golf course in the state of Massachusetts, public, private, 9 holes, 18 holes. Today, in late October, early November, I'm going to share 10 courses that are worth checking out before the end of the season. I did this earlier in September and I'm kind of doubled back, and I'm going to give you some different golf courses that have a little bit more meaning as to why you should go and play them. They might be closing, they might be turning private. So some different options, or some places that are just worth a little bit of a splurge if you're feeling adventurous on a warm November or December day. Before we get into those golf courses, just a quick plug: subscribe to this channel, like this video, all those things that just kind of help me out. And you can also follow me on Instagram at baystate_golf. And you can also subscribe to my newsletter, free every Friday, baystategolf.beehive.com. And if you want to support my work, you can become a paid subscriber, get early course reviews and some bonus content over there. And without further ado, let's get to these 10 golf courses. I'm going to dive a little deeper into 5 of them and then give you 5 other ones that I think I've talked about before. One of these courses I have not played, but I think it's just a place that I might try to play before the end of the season, and I think you should know about it too. So the idea for this video came from TikTok. There is a trend right now where people are naming books, and Instagram too, naming 10 books they want to read before the end of the year. An aggressive goal, to be sure, and I think naming 10 golf courses you want to play before the end of the year is also very aggressive. I'm not sure which one is more aggressive. Let's start with Cod Country Club in Falmouth, Massachusetts, a golf course that is about to close and become a solar field. It's been in the works for maybe 4 years now, and the Friel family, Friel Golf Management, is trying to offload the golf course. Don't really seem interested in trying to keep it a golf course, so they have a company called AMP who is in and looking to buy the land, which they've basically done. It's all been rezoned, and it's at the very, very last bit of voting and town hall meetings. So if you are interested in playing this golf course, if you've heard about it, it is a great public golf course. It's affordable. It's typically open throughout the year, so it will be open probably until it's closed. That might be January 1st. There's a town hall on November 17th. If you're interested in more information about like this golf course and what's going on there, I have done a few things on Instagram. You can go over and check it out. I'll put a link in the bio as well. Forbes magazine just recently wrote about it. It's kind of a shame. And we are hoping to save Cod Country Club. I'm selling t-shirts to raise a little bit of money and some awareness as well. But Cod Country Club, it's a place I am planning on going and trying to play one last time this late fall. And I might try to do it on the day of that town hall because I'm planning on attending. But that is one in Falmouth that is definitely worth checking out. The shame of all of this is the fact that Club of Falmouth, which is a public golf course right now, is also rumored to be most likely going to be a private golf course in the very near future, possibly next spring. So in the blink of an eye, these 2 golf courses are going to be off the public radar if things go the way they are looking right now. I think Club of Falmouth is most likely going to be private next year. So if you want to go try to play there, you got to probably do it pretty early in November in short order. Not sure how long they stay open for over the course of the winter. But those 2 courses in Falmouth, you could go. Maybe you can't really play both in a day anymore. Days are too short, frost delays. The sun's going to be setting at 4:30 very soon once we set the clocks back. But those 2 courses, definitely worth going and trying to play if you have time, if you're feeling adventurous, or if you just live close by and you want to go and see 2 golf courses that might be, not publicly accessible in the spring. The next course I want to talk about, I combined Club of Falmouth and Cod Country Club. I want to combine these next 2, and I want you to hear me out because you might turn the video off as soon as you hear me say these 2 courses. Leo J and Ponkapoag are definitely worth going and playing. And they're worth going and playing now. And that's because if you're going to play bad, poorly conditioned golf courses, do it in November. Do it in late in the season when your score doesn't really matter. Maybe after November 15th when posting season is completely done, if you're someone who loves to post a score every time you play. But these 2 golf courses have such great bones, and they are worth going and seeing and playing for no stakes and for low stakes. This is not a golf course, either of them, that I would necessarily recommend going and playing in June. I played Leo J in early July, and it was just really tough. It was in horrible shape. The greens are unputtable, but the golf course as a design and as just a way to see some cool greens, even though you won't really be able to putt them, I think is worth your time this time of year. Because golf right now is just about still being outside, bundling up maybe, hot chocolate, whatever you want to bring with you, hot tea, a hot alcoholic drink. You just want to go out and go for a walk and hit some golf shots. These two places are worth doing it because they are in such poor condition, but it doesn't matter right now. So Leo J and Ponkapoag, I'm combining those two. So that's 3 courses in all between Cape Cod Country Club, Cape Club of Falmouth, and then Leo J and Ponkapoag, the 2 state-owned golf courses that have just gone into complete disrepair. Ponkapoag, go play course number 1. Don't play course number 2. The front 9 of course number 2 is pretty good, but course number 1 is great. I will be playing it, I hope, in November in an event I play in every year called the Chili Willy, of fun, like 4-club scramble, a great way to play it. Go play a scramble with your buddies out there. Go do something completely different, alt shot, just do something that would make you laugh and realize how ridiculous this situation is that's going on at those 2 courses. But go check those 2 out. All right, the 4th one on my list is a charmer, a stunner. It's gone the reverse of Cape Club of Falmouth and Cape Cod Country Club even, where it used to be a private 9-hole golf course. It is in Southbridge, Massachusetts, so it's kind of out in the western part of the state. Cohasse Country Club is awesome. Played there a few weeks ago, went down to play Dudley Hill and Cohasse in a day. We played 27 holes total. My buddy Jed and I drove out there, played Dudley in the morning, and then played 18 at Cohasse. It was worth 2 loops. Awesome place. Greens are spectacular. They were in awesome shape when we played it. The course in general was in good condition. The greens are also just really, really good and interesting, fun to putt, fun to hit shots into, worthwhile going around twice if you could. It was $54 to walk in the middle of October. Cohasse, it got saved. This place was private. It went into kind of in disrepair, lost a lot of membership who were just kind of fed up with playing a golf course that didn't really seem like it was being cared for by the owner. New ownership, new superintendent, new young head pro who we met who was just working in the shop. Awesome golf course. Cohasse, really, really loved it. If I lived closer, it would be in the regular rotation. I would try to play it all the time. I would consider joining as a member. It's that good. It's out in kind of in the Whitensville area as well, another place that I absolutely love that's private that, as I'm driving home, I'm thinking, man, could I manage to make this work? I can't. It's too far away and what I'm trying to do. But Cohasse is worth the drive. If you get a warm day, absolutely go and check it out. Next one on the list is North Hill. North Hill and Duxbury Municipal Golf, open year-round, which is part of the reason I picked this out. I played and checked off North Hill in December of 2020. So I think it was the last course I played that year on a kind of a warm day. It was busy and it's got some really good holes. The first 3 holes are strong. It's got some good land. You're going to hit a bunch of different shots because you got to hit driver. You're going to hit some long irons, a short par 3, par 5 in there, 2 par 5s in there. The second hole is maybe one of the hardest holes I think I've played on the Quest. Just really tough tee shot, really tough second shot uphill to a small green plateau. Balls just kind of get bounced everywhere if you miss that green. But a good spot, and one I'm picking out and highlighting because it is and can be open through the winter. So if you get the itch in December and you look at the weather and there's a warm day, whatever warm means to you, I kind of draw my line at maybe like 42, 43 degrees. If the sun's out, it changes things, but that is definitely where I sit and where I like and feel comfortable playing golf without having to be super bundled up. But North Hill in Duxbury, totally worth a visit and checking out. Open even in January, February if we get a warm day there and there's no snow on the ground. So North Hill is number 5 on this list. So before we get to the next set of golf courses, it's cold out. It's October, November, December. Maybe you're a sicko and you want to play golf deep into the winter. Galway Bay sent me their Rock Barton hybrid jacket and their chino rain pants, and they are awesome. Played my round at Groton Country Club with them. Started at chilly, it was a frost delay. Put the jacket on. I wore the rain pants just because I wanted to wear the rain pants because they are something that I never knew I needed. They're just chino pants, belt loops that are rainproof. So in those moments where you're not sure if it's gonna rain, you don't have to pack rain pants, you don't have to wonder, you can just put these on and wear them like normal pants. They are outstanding. Go check out Galway Bay. I put a link in the bio. They've got a sale going on right now, but definitely a way to extend your season, stay warm, stay dry. Galway Bay stuff, really impressed with what they sent me and shared with me. All right, back to the list. So the last 5 I'm gonna go through a little quickly. First is Taconic. Book a trip, 5 days in advance. You can call and make a tee time. It's still in great shape. Just recently hosted the Division II state championships. And if you can get out there, if you can steal a day and go play, stunning views. We still got a little bit of foliage out there. They worth just checking when they close. But that's like a splurge worthy. You're feeling adventurous. You want to go on one last trip for this season. Taconic is definitely worth your time. Another one on just the trip going on, a day trip somewhere, is Miacomet. Open all year. $70 to play once we hit the off season. And I've done this twice where I've played there. You can take a trip down, you can hop on a taxi and make it a day trip. Not super taxing if you leave early enough in the morning. So if you steal a nice day there, Miacomet, incredible golf course, USGA Championship level golf course, hosted the Mid-Am along with Sankaty Head in 2021. So highly, highly recommend at any point in this winter going and checking out Miacomet. It's a really great place to play in the winter just because it can play firm and fast and it's windy. If the sun's out, just a blast to play. Really love it. I've played there 3 times since I started the quest. Just really enjoy it. So Miacomet and Taconic are definitely 2 longer trips that if you're feeling like you want to go and just do one fun thing over the winter or to kill off the fall season, those 2 would be great options. Closer to home, Franklin Park. Closer to my home, Franklin Park is a good option, open. I've played George Wright in the fall. I've played George Wright kind of late in the fall. They do close at a certain point. Franklin Park will leave some flags out. You can kind of go and play a little bit even in the winter. Definitely just, the kind of golf where you're just bringing a couple clubs in, hitting shots and not trying to score. But they do have the golf course open. But even at this point of the year, with all the leaves down and all the trees at George Wright, Franklin Park does lend itself to just being maybe a little bit of a better option if you don't want to deal with leaves and losing golf balls and all that kind of stuff. Franklin Park's just a little bit more open, fewer trees, fescue's been cut down. So Franklin Park, you can play there if there's no snow. I believe from in the past years that they do just leave flags out, even just some temp greens, you can go and bat it around and play Franklin Park. So another one, if you've never played there, you're not going to get it in peak season form, which is definitely another great time to go. It's been in awesome shape the last couple of years, but Franklin Park, go check it out. And then the last 2 are courses that I think are just maybe a little bit better this time of year because it's been dry. I played Whaling City in New Bedford around November of last year, and it was a really good day to play Whaling City because as you walk around that golf course and as you play it, you can tell that in the summer when it's rainy and moist and the air is humid and we're not getting a lot of just dry ground, it's a wet, soggy golf course, especially in the middle part of the round. But when you play it in October, November, it is a golf course that is a little bit bouncy. It's playable. You're not losing golf balls balls getting plugged in the fairways or in the rough. I really enjoyed my round at Whaling City. It's a pretty tough golf course too. It's not super easy, so you got to go kind of with that mindset as well. You're going to get some leaves. You're going to run into that kind of stuff too. A lot of trees out there. Another course that's a little bit on the ropes, New Bedford, the town, I believe, owns it and leases it out to the people who run the golf course. And they want to take the first 3 holes in the clubhouse and turn it into, they want to develop it into something maybe for some industries. I don't think it's for housing. And the plan is to turn it into an 18-hole golf course and add 3 holes in a clubhouse down where the other 15 holes are, just the way the routing works. I don't know if that's a great idea, but it's another golf course that every time you might go play, it could be the last. It'll be open this winter. Go check it out. It is a good place to play this time of year. And the last one, which is a recency bias maybe a little bit, I mentioned Cohasse as a fun 9-holer that is just awesome and it's so much fun to play. Groton Country Club, I played it this week. It is a wild golf course. I called it hilarious. Someone said it was kind of like a funhouse of golf. And that's because it is, the first 3 holes are completely foreign and crazy if you've never seen the golf course before. I had just a kind of a gray memory of it from playing in high school matches and any PGA Junior stuff. So I've had some vague memories of it, but even with those vague memories, man, it is a tough opening stretch of golf. A lot of blind shots, crazy land. But another one, greens were really good. They had the pins in some crazy places. I 4-putted the 4th hole after hitting a half-decent iron shot onto the green. Putted my second ball off because I was worried about my first one going off the green. And, you know, so you'll still get a little challenge, and it's open enough, and it's 9 holes. It's a pretty easy walk. It was $22. They closed November 30th. They posted that on their website. Some places are posting these things, some places aren't. You know, just never know. But they posted November 30th. They have a driving range, nice little putting green. So you go and warm up and hit some balls and just loosen up if you are going to play there. And you can go to Johnson's afterwards, right across the street. I got a hot dog and some fries before heading home. They got ice cream. They got fried clams and fried seafood and all that kind of stuff too. Kind of a cool local spot right there across the road. You can see the golf course from the parking lot. But I just thought it was a perfect 9-hole late fall round of golf with the weather being a little bit warm. Golf course definitely gets soggy in the summer with the marshland and stuff around it, especially holes like 5, 6, 7, 8. So 4, 5, maybe 6, 7, 8 really over by the marsh there. So another golf course just worth checking out. And then I'm going to give one last little shout out to Marion. It's one that I have not been back to. I played it 2 years ago. That'll be my 11th. I'll give you 11 before the end. A lot of good golf just down in that southern area where you can still get a little bit longer season. You might get through the winter, but Marion is a charming place, worth the time to drive down there. So in true Bay State golf fashion, I gave you more than 10 before the end. I can't help myself, but here are the golf courses that I talked about that you could go check out. My dog would also like you to check these out. He is staring out the window right now over my shoulder. So we've got Cape Cod Country Club. We've got Cape Club of Falmouth. Leo J. or Ponky, go play a poorly maintained course when it just doesn't matter. Cohasse Country Club, North Hill, Taconic or Miacomet if you're looking for adventurous, high-level, really good golf to play. Franklin Park, open throughout a lot of the winter. Whaling City and Groton, 2 golf courses that can be soggy in the summer and kind of nice in this time of year when it's a little bit drier. What are some golf courses that you would recommend someone try to play before the end of the year? Let's be honest, we're not playing 10 rounds of golf before the end of the year, but maybe you want to get 1, 2, 3 more rounds in and you're feeling like you want to hop in a car and drive or go check somewhere else out. These are some options. Throw some options in the comments and we will see you next week on Bay State Golf. Thanks for watching.